with any like other matchups at the moment.
Just the Yoshimitsu gauntlet.
Yeah, Yoshi Gauntlet.
Definitely.
Or Gauntletsu.
All right, we're getting a little too carried away with that.
We're getting a Litsu too carried away there. Now we're truly gilding the lily.
Oh, nice whip punch there from Xephukai, though. Gonna not let that early hit get in his head, and a very evasive, just dancing in and out of the range of Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, I imagine there's no real reason for Zep to change away from what he was doing before. If anything, the only difference that I'm seeing between this match so far and the set that he had against Reziek is that Zep is going for significantly more 1Ks. And in fact, just going for more kicks just in general.
Definitely going into the low, +2, the full crouch 1K.
Ooh, okay. Solid challenge in that situation. But yeah, Gio kind of being starved for space and hitboxes, very similar to what we had seen before.
Definitely can be, but he's going with the Oki pressure, but Xephukai, the spacing so perfect. Able to get the whiff punish, but it was an air hit, so he didn't get a full combo out of it.
He didn't actually get the punch. So Gio is getting a little bit more success with actually like getting in and getting to do Yoshi things, but I do want to emphasize the most important word in that sentence was little. Getting a little bit more success.
Yeah. It can be definitely really hard, especially when you're dealing with the angel step A+B.
Yeah, this is the first time that Zeph actually had meter to to do some of this stuff again. Very, very good timing for trying to figure out when Gio was going to use the panic button.
Ooh, goes to the side throw, and huge damage, but gets broken.
Nope, that's it. Oh, I thought that
stepped the wrong direction. You think he
stepped okay. Ooh, interesting reset, okay.
Nice,
so this is going to give him a slightly, but it is also going to... Oh, okay, I was going to say that Zeph didn't have the bar, but...
Oh, and the...
Yeah, I mean, he's effectively just allowing the opponent to kill himself. That seems to be what's going on every single match we've seen so far.
Yeah, you know,
I feel like you're going to have to take a little bit more of a Signia approach, where you just kind of don't actually engage with him at all.
You know, Gio kind of like just handed that game to him on a stick, you know? He just went into the pogo stance, gave it to him.
I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself that it took me a lot longer to get what you were doing than I think it should have.
With, like, handed to him on a stick, because he was,
Yeah.
I am
I'm mad at me, which is making me mad at you. That's the problem.
It's okay. I'm a little upset I even went there with the puns. Oh, and we're on Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I believe Boom does call this Yoshi's Island. I don't know if the other Yoshis agree or not. I've seen Boom play this stage against Ramon, and he definitely showed me why this is Yoshi's Island. He basically has the capability of ringing out on almost any axis whatsoever on the stage.
Pretty much. He's insane ring outs for the stage because it's a very, very skinny stage. So if he gets a ring, like a straight 2-2-B with half a bar, it can lead to a ring out. So right now, this is the danger zone. Be careful. But now we have Gio whiffing these buttons, gonna give Xephukai the ability to potentially come back in this round, but the 1K, you're gonna secure it for Gio.
Yeah, he was spacing up pretty well at the beginning, and then he kind of like lost focus there for a second, probably looking for something else. And wow, fantastic task. It's kind of a shame that Zeph didn't get paid for that sort of tactic. That looked really prepared.
Definitely good. Good to get the throw. Nice going in forward again.
Looks like Zeph has decided to adapt into a more aggressive... Oh, okay.
Oh, and he's dead. Oh, no, it dropped! What? Was it...
What happened?
I think maybe because it was back turn, it dropped?
Oh, gross. Well, Gio's not going to be happy about that. Hopefully he can still pull it back. Oh, see, now we're getting a little bit more of that box stepping. Grabs and grabs. Yeah. All right, second time's the charm. And there you have it.
It's okay, we're on Yoshi's Island too, so he has like 2 opportunities for it, so it worked out.
Do we have a Yoshi that's one of the captains in the Boom League?
There's no captain, but there are a few Yoshi players.
Yeah, there's Yoshi players, but it's a shame because I would love to have one of the captains have the theme music for Yoshi's Island when they come up as a captain.
That would have been fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but now Gio's going to put Zeph into the Oki blender, plus frames, goes for the bazooka knee, gets blocked.
More grabs. Now at this point, it looks like Zeph's just trying to like slowly choke any pressure that he has on Gio, because he's definitely gotten Gio to the point where like he doesn't feel comfortable pressing buttons, especially when he's in his face because of like spacing like that. So now Gio is clamping up a lot more. That seems to be like the typical way of going about it. And he needs to just feel a little bit more comfortable with something that beats out the meter and get the ring out of his own. So it's going to be 2-1 in the last round.
Yes, it is, but you know, if Xeph is going for these throws, if Gio guesses correctly on a throw with the 2-2B, that is potentially the game, but the side throw going to do so much damage, 70 damage off that side throw. Is this in time? Yes, it is.
It's a pretty big window. You hate to see it happen because you know it's going to happen, and that's about half-life so far in chip damage. Yeah, he's got another bar coming.
Ooh, he gets the block with the soul charge extension. Gonna catch him out.
Yeah, he's got another bar. I don't see how Gio wins this. He's just gonna have to be lucky on a 2-2B, I feel. If he's spacing it out like this is gonna work out pretty well. He's basically eliminated the soul charge. Very impressive play by Gio. And that's not gonna be a ring up, but it's gonna be a solid amount of damage. We're gonna see if he's able to get the Sophie. And he
got the run counter, caught him sidestepping, it looked like. So,
that was very impressive. I really thought that it was over. I was quite surprised to see that he was able to pretty much eliminate that entire bar and outspace Xephukai. I guess Xeph was a little bit too narrow-minded in the way he wanted to win that game.
Yeah, that can be one of the weaknesses of just the Angel Step A+B, is that it's just so good that you sometimes just have to be like, all right, I'm going to just have to play around the move entirely. And Gio did. He just waited for the soul charge, he took the explosion, and just backed up with it, and then it whiffed. And then when the first one whiffs, it then becomes harder for Sophie to chain them together.
Now, that being said, we're not on Yoshi's Island anymore, but I would say this isn't necessarily that much of a change with regards to Yoshi's power on a stage.
Yeah, this is like Yoshi's like Woolly World, basically.
Interesting choice. This is like Yoshi's Cool World, starring Johnny Depp.
Sorry, as Yoshi?
No, he's a lot cooler than that. Oh no, we're getting back to the same thing that we were seeing before. Lots of kicks, lots of backsteps. All right, here we go. You've got no meter. Can you do like anything?
Well, he does have the time, right? He's have 20 seconds, and
Yoshi take the time.
Ooh, the BB.
Yeah, see, one thing that Xeph is really good at is mitigating any kind of momentum. I like when I think of people who are good at like playing possum and like limiting the amount of options that an opponent has to try and like make a comeback. I think of Party Wolf and Xeph and Linklers, and they all are able to lay prone in very specific situations that give them a lot of good ways of getting out of situations.
Yeah, that's one thing with Soul Calibur, is you don't have to get up off the ground right away. You can stay down. Well, as long as you have a life bar, you can continue to stay on the ground, really. So,
Text up immediately into a grab. That's kind of a shame. Oh, decides to go for the setup. Okay, that makes sense.
And disrespects on his -2. Goes for the Angels up able to beat and able to secure the round because of it.
Yeah, what's -2 really?
It's like essentially neutral.
Yeah.
Especially when you have amazing tech crouches like Sophitia.
Oh. Yeah, the 2-2B, always very tricky to punish, especially online. I feel like he was overwhelmed with the amount of options that he had to potentially punish, and that's what caused that situation there.
And it looks like he may even get another opportunity to punish it because Xephukai is just landing them all on hit.
Yeah, he has blocked every single one of those helicopter Ks. Typically speaking, what you want to do is just automatically duck low because the kick is the highest value thing that is unseeable. And then you'll be able to just get up and block the mid on reaction. The only one that kind of beats that is the spinny spin in that situation. And if you get hit by that, like, man.
Unless you're near the wall, in which case you don't want it. But
yeah, that's really the time where that can be bad news.
And the counter hit on the 214A.
Yeah, pretty solid timing. He was looking for like a grab/AA, but instead he just beat like a slower mid.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we take those. Nice throw tech from Gio. Nice block, gonna get the knockdown. Works into the 3B.
That's getting so much mileage out of these grabs. He has frozen Gio in place.
Yeah, and the thing is now that he's conditioned Gio with the grabs, he's starting to get in with the 6-6Bs more. They're connecting, they're not just being put on block, he's getting them on hit now.
It's like that boxer kind of thing. Head, body, body, head. Constantly
Nice.
mixing up the lines of attack. And now we have bar, and so we can do this. There we go.
And